to see our grandchildren regularly. We get to see them for a fortnight instead of 10 minutes like when we used to take the kids to see mine. So we enjoy the kids being here. We're glad they came over here, and they've got a great life. And we do enjoy it, so don't feel sorry for us. If anybody did. I'm a former teacher, so there are 3 people here I used to teach, so they've been running around the gym with me shouting at them, and taught history and geography too, so make sure you sit still, Ben. Stop fiddling with it round your ear, and don't play with your cutlery like you were earlier. So I might send 1 or 2 people out later if they move about or fidget or anything.
Try that one.
Right, Shan's, I can just about see it. I think Shan's wedding party looked wonderful today. Thank you for coming over. You all look stunning, absolutely marvellous. And Wes's wedding party Wes's wedding party. We've got 3 Yorkshiremen and the Scouser from Liverpool and somebody from Ireland, so very cosmopolitan one. And there must be a joke there somewhere, but the best I could come up with was if they all went in the pub together for a drink, the 3 Yorkshiremen would go to the bathroom and went to the bar. The Irishman and the Scouser from Liverpool would be left to get the tab. So, sorry, Dan. Dan's from Ireland, you're stuck, mate. The Scouser's not going to be free. We first met Shannon at Ben's wedding in England 2 years ago, last April. First time I ever met her. Wonderful to meet her over there. And we've got on really well ever since. But people came in the evening who, again, I used to teach, I'd not seen for years. And Shannon was standing next to me, and I said to somebody, this is my new wife. She stood there, and, I mean, I'd said, I think I may have had a drink, but
really?
This is my new wife, and she snuggled up to me and put her arm around me and says, "We're so much in love." he didn't know where to look. He just didn't he? He didn't know where to look, and we just couldn't stop laughing. He can't have believed it. He seemed to believe it, didn't he? Yeah. And I said, didn't I? We worried a bit about the age gap. People keep talking about it, but we don't mind. You know, we want to be together, and what can you do? So that was that. We were on a Caribbean cruise when, which we do all the time, of course. It was our second one, and we got the phone call from Wes, and Jill, being an accountant, usually when the phone rings, say, "How much is this costing us?" And she's not even from Yorkshire. She's from the south, but she usually says that, but she didn't on that occasion. She started to cry, so I think she was so upset that Wes had got engaged to Shannon. She was crying. So, you know, I'm sorry, I hope you've got over the idea now. Yeah. So she was so pleased, and we had a long conversation, and it was a fantastic thing to hear, because it just made the cruise, didn't it?
It did.
Yeah. Yeah, it did. It was good. And then everybody got sick and we had to go back to yeah. That's true, actually. I've made that up. That's absolutely true. Yeah. We took Wes to be born in hospital in Doncaster, although we'd moved over into North Lincolnshire at the time. Because at that time there's a sport called cricket, which you Americans may have been bored with now and again. Very, very keen on in England, and you've got to be born in Yorkshire to play cricket for Yorkshire. So we made sure Jordan was, so he could play cricket. Well, Jordan was quite a good cricketer. We could have saved our time. Because Wes is soccer through and through. To the Americans, football to us through and through. He loves the game, don't you? And that's all. Is it Leeds United and playing the game, and that's great. That's what he wants. That's what he likes to do. But so we wasted the time doing that. And they've changed the rule now anyway. So you could have played, but they are still time. Yeah. So because when John was born, we'd had 27 hours. Jill was in there. We were waiting for him. So I thought we went in for a routine thing one day and said, "Oh, the baby's on the way. So would you like to go home and get some stuff? We'll keep your wife in." So I thought there was plenty of time. You know, by Jordan's standards, I went home and went to bed. So I thought, I'll just call in the pub Got a couple of drinks and a smoke, because occasionally I still smoke then, even though Jill didn't know that because we'd given up. I went to have a smoke and a beer, and when I got there, Wes was already there. So you didn't want to see the birth then? Oh, well, I would have liked to, but he was there, so he was. It's quite quick that, but he was.
Yeah, but maybe like 21 days.
Yeah, I was going to say he was 3 weeks late. He was nearly £9, which, if you look at Jill, was a huge thing. But I heard I heard Shannon say to Lauren last night something about Wes and premature. So I think she thought he was born early. I don't know. Perhaps she could explain that to us. I'm not sure about that one. Thank you. I'll laugh at yours. Wes as well. Wes is a dog lover now. We didn't have dogs when he was growing up, but yes. Sorry, that wasn't even a joke. Yeah, so Shannon. He likes Shannon's Zoe, so now they've got one. Me, a lovely dog. And he's always liked animals, because when he was younger, he had him and John had pet rabbits. John's didn't last very long, he didn't feed it. No, he didn't last as long, but then Wes's did, and Wes was younger, so he was still up with the rabbit. We did a paper round in the morning. He didn't always used to feed it. So I got up one morning and checked, as I did before I went to work, and he'd done his paper round and gone to school, and the rabbit was dead. So, it's just I don't think. So I went to Jill and said, what are we going to do? He's going to be so upset. He's going to come home. What on earth can we do? So I said, we'll just have to break. We'll get home before he does. He's going to be late. He's got football or something. So we came in, and sorry, I shouldn't laugh at my own things. So I said, Wes, when you came in this morning, did you feed your rabbit? He said, no, Paul, he was dead. And then they've got the thing now, they've got the wild turkeys near them, and they attack them when they get in the car. And they were stapling something in the garden, and somebody called the police and said they're shooting the wild turkeys in the garden. So the police came through the trees to their house to investigate the turkeys being shot.
It wasn't me. Or him.
No, somebody rang the police. So I've done a list of Wes's hobbies. Football is the main one. He's also very good with the guitar. He was in the band for a while, and he's very good at picking up that music thing. And the third one is wine spilling. So anybody who's anywhere near it tonight, be very, very careful, because particularly red wine that stains your clothes, he'll knock it all over you. He's done it loads of times, hasn't he? So he got red wine. Oh, he's got white, so he's all right. I was going to mention quickly about New Orleans and what happened on the stag stays on the stag. Well, actually, nothing much happened apart from us all having a great time and a great laugh for 4 days. And I kind of kept up, didn't I, boys? Done?
I would say kind of is probably the right word.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
Kept up with Jordan.
Yeah, I performed Jordan.
Right. So we had 4 days there, and then we came back. Wes and I played golf for 4.5 hours in 82 degrees the next day, didn't we? Did a round of golf, and then in the evening, Wes and 5 of the others who'd been to New Orleans for 4 days played soccer in an important game. They actually won. Wes lost 5 pounds, didn't you, in weight? So I thought that was fantastic. Then go to New Orleans for 4 days. It just shows, even in the mid-30s or whatever most of you are, late 30s, no, mid-30s. Yeah. They can still go and do that. They can have 4 days away, you can play golf, and then they can play soccer at night and actually beat somebody as well. And there were 6 of them that have been on this. And a great goal, yes, thanks, Wes. Yeah. And I've not seen him play since he was 17, so I really enjoyed doing it. I really enjoyed seeing him play after, 18 years, wasn't it? Quick advice on your wedding day. It's our Ruby wedding in 2 weeks' time. Jill and myself, 40 years. What you don't do, Wes. Oh, sorry, I didn't. What you don't do on your wedding day, Wes, is you don't say something that's going to be thrown back at you for 40 years afterwards. I just said to your mum, shut up. Simple thing. She hasn't done for 40 years. And she kept saying, you told me to shut up. So that's absolutely true. I did that, but there's a different context to it. So just say I do was. Leave it at that, you'll be okay. Sorry, I'm going on a bit now, aren't I? I want to thank Shannon's parents for Shannon, because we gave him a daughter. And for being so great, and we first met up at the lakes, didn't we, when we were on holiday last year in Philadelphia? No, I've got it wrong again. Pennsylvania. I was mixed. Sorry, I shouldn't mix it up with it. So thank you, and I want to thank Jordan and Lauren for the tremendous amount of work they've done over the last few weeks to make this happen with their organisations, because it's been absolutely fantastic. And I want to thank I'm getting stopping for applause. I'm not used to making speeches. It's 8 years since John got married over here. It's bringing back memories now, and as I said before, it's fantastic how you do things in America. I really enjoy this sort of thing, and thank you all of you for coming again, and I hope you have a great evening. Thank you very much. Thank you.